Hi guys, Outspoken with McGee. I'm Kieran McGee. But I just thought I'd say today, before we get into this, ask yourself one question. It's the same as in the title. Why am I here? Have you asked? I hope so. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to ask yourself, why am I here? That gives you an identity to understand what options you have. It gives you a path to take. A lot of people find that the main problem is with things like mental health. And I'm just going to say mental health. I'm not going to say depression. I'm going to say anxiety. I'm not going to put them all there. I'm going to put them all in one big bunch right now because that's how we all feel. We all feel we're singular at the minute. But at the end of these episodes, these series, you're going to find out that this makes you grow out into a group and you realize you're no longer a single entity. You're a unity. You're a legion. And you will find this. Now, the reason why I do ask this, why are you here? Are you here for certain reasons that you're not quite sure? That's going to help you ask questions. Try problem solve. Try find factors of why am I here? What am I doing here? Am I here for me? Are you here for your loved ones? Are you here because your loved ones need you to sort yourself out? But more importantly, here are the deeper questions. Do you want to be saved? Do you want to be healed? Do you feel like you're worth it? Do you have value? Do you see value in yourself? Are there questions where you are vulnerable, where you feel like you just need to be heard? Are you here because you feel like you need to share your story? Are you here because, I don't know, your best friends recommended you? Are you here just pure from, curiosity? The reason why you are here is because you need to hear what we have to say. That's the reason why you've came along. Because deep down somewhere, subconsciously inside you, there's something that you need to get out. You need to face. Rise to your challenge. So, ask yourself that after this video. Get a pen and paper, write it down. Why am I here? Why are you trying to find out about these areas? What is it about me speaking about the taboos of mental health and the stigmas and the dark side of things that people don't really want to talk about? What has drawn you to this? Because you're here because you've been drawn to it. Not because of some invite. Anyone can invite anyone. You don't have to read it. You don't have to enter. You don't have to click. You're here because of your own choice. Accountability. Holding yourself to your own actions. That's a great start. Let's talk about accountability, yeah? Accountability is partially a great make or breaker between things like anxiety and depression. Now, I'm not saying, you create your own anxiety and depression, but in some cases you can. I'm going to simplify it. So let's go with anxiety and depression hand in hand. We're sitting down, we're playing a game. We can see the house as a state. We're playing a game. Let's say you've got another half. He or she may be coming into the house, and you're sitting there, feeling down, feeling shit, and you just want to. I just want to forget everything. I want to forget the world. I'm just going to play my game for half an hour. 2 hours have passed. Oh, I just need to get past this level, or I just need to win this cup, or do something like that. You still know, and you're acknowledging that you need to clean this area, tidy this room, get on top of chores, but you've still ignored it. And yet this is subconsciously building in the back of your mind, because you know, if this other half of yours is going to come into this house and see that, they're going to kick off. That starts building the angst. It starts building the anxiety. You start building yourself up subconsciously. You become tight. Instead of being relaxed here, you start leaning forward, playing a game. You become fragile. You become tense. And that is a fair sign of body language. You know within yourself, you're starting to create an anxious environment. You're creating your own anxiety in these areas. Instead of just getting up and going, right, this will take me 10 minutes, I'll do that and I'll come back to my game. You're playing this game, you're doing it, you're ignoring everything else, and you're rushing in the last minute. Because why? Let's be honest, we all as humans feed off that little rush, that little sense of being scared, that little sense of angst, that little sense of anxiety. And do you know what it is? It's because we are losers. We're losers. Why do I say that? Because when we feel like we're losing something, or we're potentially going to lose something, that's when we feel like we're most alive. That's my opinion anyway. That's how I see things. But more importantly, you're building these tensions. From this, your partner will come in, they'll see that mess, they'll have a go at you, and instead of you going, oh, I'm sorry, because you've built up and you've ramped yourself up, you're going to snap. I'm not saying get aggressive, I'm not saying violence, I'm saying you're going to snap. Like, oh, I'll do it in a minute. No, you should have done it an hour or two ago, but you've decided to prioritize poor things. It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's the same thing as people talking about, oh yeah, my depression's really bad. And it is. Of course it is. But they also don't talk about the fact they've been on a 3-day bender. Drinking depressants. Which leads to, yeah, you guessed it, depression. Suicidal thoughts. No one appreciates me, no one loves me. No, they do. You're just drunk. You're still just on a 3-day, 4-day hangover. Yeah, oh, well, I'm not hungover. I didn't feel sick. That's not what hangover is. Hangover is your body getting over the functions of what alcohol does to you, leaving your system. You may not feel dizzy. You may not feel sick. You might have a headache. You might have them down thoughts. You may feel shit for the next few days, like dead, lethargic, sad. But these are things where we need to talk about accountability. Instead of spending 80 quid a night, why don't you spend £30 and get a gym membership? Look after yourself. Start changing your life. Go for a run every day. Or not every day. A 5k walk every day. Maybe 2 runs a week, 3k. Nothing. It's going to work out to the equivalent of maybe 4 or 5 hours out of your life, where you'd spend 6, 7, maybe 8 hours on a night out. You know, if you start early at 8 o'clock, don't get home till 5, 6 in the morning. You know, that's easily 10 hours. And that's in one day. That's priorities. But enough of that. We're not slating anyone that has a drink and enjoys himself. Go do that. Enjoy yourself. Live your life. Nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is these are examples of prioritizing your life. Now, the thing is, everything we say in these future episodes, these future series, yeah, and I'm going to leave it onto this. I'm going to leave it for you to remember, is I can give you all the tips, all the coping techniques, all the mechanisms that have proved to be worked in the past with several groups, several people. These will work absolutely 0% of the time if you put 0% effort in. It's down to you now. You can decide after this episode, how bad do you want it? Why are you here? You put that effort in, I can guarantee you'll get the results you want. It just takes time. One step at a time. One path. You'll get to your avenues. Take your time. Why am I here at this avenue? Start again. You can focus again. You will find yourself. You deserve this. You are amazing. And you will learn to love how amazing you can be and watch yourself grow. I want you to, first of all, after this series, this video right now, obviously subscribe, like, comment. But more importantly, I want you to dedicate yourself a recording like I'm doing now. I'm looking at myself, but I'm looking at you too. I want you to record yourself for a minimum 3 minutes, talking to yourself and saying how you feel, what scares you, what do you have a passion for, what's your dream, what do you want to do. Talk about these things. Save it. Come back to yourself. Let's say in 3 months. Do it again and see the difference. Thank me later. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching my episode. I love yous, I appreciate yous, and show your support. Take care.